Less than P data end equals 341 data start equals 82 greater than. So, here we are. After months of concern and frustration, the government has finally confirmed a U-turn on one of its most contentious policies, the winter fuel payments. If you're a pensioner, or you know someone who is, this is something you'll want to hear. Less than P data end equals 761 data start equals 343 greater than. Earlier this year, there was real outcry when the government slashed the number of people eligible for the winter fuel allowance. It used to be nearly universal. More than 11 million pensioners received it. But last winter, only those on pension credit qualified. That sudden shift meant about 10 million older people were cut off from help with their heating bills, right when energy prices were still painfully high. Less than SEEP data end equals 1025 data start equals 763 greater than. Understandably, people were angry, charities raised the alarm, MPs pushed back, and voters made their dissatisfaction clear. The backlash was so intense that Labour's own leadership started rethinking their decision. And now, it looks like they've changed course. Less than PAPE data end equals 1393 data start equals 1027. Greater than Chancellor Rachel Reeves has now said that more people will be eligible for the payment again this winter. While she hasn't given the exact threshold yet, the promise is that the means test will be raised so more pensioners can qualify. That means if you were just above the cutoff last year and missed out, there's a good chance you might get the payment this time. Less than P data end equals 1713. Data start equals 1395 greater than. However, don't expect a full return to the old system. Ministers have been clear. They don't want to go back to giving winter fuel payments to very wealthy pensioners. As Pensions Minister Torsten Bell bluntly put it, it doesn't make sense to give public money to millionaires just because they're over a certain age. Less than PIN data end equals 2161. Data start equals 1715 greater than. Still, this move marks a big shift politically and practically. It shows the government is listening, at least somewhat, and trying to balance fiscal discipline with real-world hardship. Reeves hinted at that tension, saying she's had to turn down other requests for funding because of tight budgets. But on this issue, they're relenting. Why? Possibly because winter is coming. And so are the political consequences of ignoring pensioners' needs. Less than EP data end equals 2493 data start equals 2163 greater than. Prime Minister Keir Starmer didn't give specifics during Prime Minister's questions, dodging questions about exactly how many people will now get the payment. But he did admit there was a need for clarity and promised that details would come as soon as possible. That's expected to be in the upcoming spending review on June 11th. Less than P data end equals 2845. Data start equals 2495. Greater than. The changes are complicated. The government is even exploring ways to offer the payments more broadly, but reclaim the money from higher income pensioners via the tax system, similar to how child benefits are managed. That would avoid the mess of another complicated means testing process, which takes time and often excludes people who should qualify. Less than P data end equals 3324 data is last node equals data is only node equals data start equals 2847 greater than. So, the bottom line? More pensioners will get help with their winter heating bills this year. The exact numbers and thresholds are still under wraps, but it's clear the pressure worked. It's not a total reversal, but it is a major shift. And for millions of older people across the UK, it could make a real difference when the cold weather hits. Let's hope the government delivers the details in time, because when winter comes, clarity won't just be helpful, it'll be essential. Stay subscribed for more videos.